So we are standing out looking over the triangular field here. And I am right next to the 124th New York Monument, and they were holding this position with a little over 240 men. They were a pretty small regiment at the time, and things were not going well. You had the 1st Texas bearing down on us here, and at a certain point, the Confederates were only about 20 to 30 yards away from this general area. A major by the name of Major James Cromwell saw an opportunity to break the Confederate line. He would approach Colonel Augustus Van Horn Ellis and plead with him to countercharge. So let's say that again. He saw an opportunity and he wanted to charge right into the teeth of the 1st Texas, even though the 1st Texas greatly outnumbered the Orange Blossoms here. Well, Colonel Augustus Van Horn Ellis would deny the first 2 pleas, and finally, on the 3rd plea, Ellis simply nodded yes. He would look to an orderly and he would instruct that orderly to bring up the horses. Now, if you know anything about Civil War combat, a mounted officer is a prime target. You're up on top of a horse, above the rest of your men, and chances are you may not walk away from that fight. So when Augustus Van Horn Ellis and Major James Cromwell would mount their horses, a nearby captain would plead with them to get down. And Augustus Van Horn Ellis would simply look at the captain and state, "The men must see us today." At this moment, this man on this monument decided that his life was worth sacrificing for not only his men, but for the cause in which he believed in.